Greetings all, Shard Vixen here. Okay, so I said every Saturday I wanted to post at least 5 videos on journaling. I'm working on getting this table cleared off, and then we're going to talk about covers. So I'm not going to talk about covers right now. My partner is sitting at the VA hospital in Montana right now, waiting to see if they're going to admit him for his pancreas is having some issues. So things are a little funky for me right now. I'm going to go out of the house because it's better sometimes to just take a walk, or I'm going to go help my other daughter with Grubhub for a while, drive around with her, get out of the house, try to de-stress myself. But I will either post some more this evening, or we'll post some, we'll just skip it and this will be the only one. But I really wanted to get the cover started. We're going to work on the 2 ones for the 6-year-old. So that's where I'm working at. What I discovered is I don't have enough cubby space for all my stuff. So I'm going to have to get very creative. This table is for assembling of journals. That's what this table's for. So I've got to get it cleared off. I'm going to put some weird cubby things right there, like little squares, and they're wired, and I'm hoping to get them pretty high up so we can put all the stuff I need for making journals on this side, the glue, whatever, and everything. So that's the plan. Always the plan. So I did get more stuff done. Table's almost cleared off. All that stuff over there, except for this right here, this pile right here. All this is painting stuff. And that pile right there, that's making journals. I'm going to make a journal out of that Dungeons and Dragons game. I haven't got there yet, but that's the plan. Everything here is, I have plans for it. Plans, or it's equipment to make other stuff. That's right now, that's all the paper that's loose. You're probably going to hear lots of other sounds like the chiller going on and things like that, because I don't have my headphones in. All right, so this is my junk journal journey, and today we're going to talk about getting ready to start building a junk journal. This is the table that still needs to be cleaned up, but I can show you some stuff to start with. So there are many ways to make a cover for a junk journal. Depending on the type of junk journal you want. Okay? So size is going to be a factor. What you want it for is going to be a factor. How sturdy you need it to be is going to be a factor, because some materials are going to be better than other materials, depending on what you need it to do. So the first one that seems explanatory in itself is going to be cardboard. Well, most of your journal will be made with cardboard unless you decide you're going to make it out of paper, right? So this is my collection of cardboard. How I keep stuff to a minimal, because I would otherwise have more than I need, is I have one bin and then that's it. So if I get anything else, I either got to get rid of something or I get to add it. So these are boxes. Different types of boxes are going to make really great journals. Okay? It depends too on what you want. The flimsier it is, you're going to have to either, if you're going to make an art journal, you're going to want to brace it a little bit. This is something I learned over time because I started out making paper bag journals, and sometimes those are good for things and other times they're not. My very first journal that I made for someone else, besides the paper bag one, was a huge art journal where they could draw and everything, and I made the covers. And I'll show you how, and I'll talk about that. You can go to my YouTube channel and see my Wild Rhyme YouTube channel and see the first one, which was a rabbit journal. The person liked rabbits and rainbows and death. So in the case of this, what you would do is you have to look in here for where it is glued. So there it is right there. See it? And then you're going to pull that apart carefully. You could cut it, I guess. I just find that sometimes pulling it apart is better, though this one is telling me no. It doesn't want to do it easily. Okay, so that's your spine. That's going to be your spine. You're going to cut all this extra stuff out. You can use it to embrace your spine, to make it, put something in there a little stronger, and then flap this over and keep it there. Same thing here. You can put another piece of cardboard in. So let's say I have these. And they fit perfectly. So I could then, I might have to trim them a little bit. Put that in. Yeah, I'd have to trim this top. But then that's going to make this a heavier cover, see? So you have to think about that. It's hard to think about that when you're first starting. So that's one way you can make. And these are good because the spine's already there for you. So you'll know how many signatures you want. Then you can have just basic. These, a lot of these come out of like cat food, soda. The soda ones are a little flimsier. It's these heavy ones you want. I got a whole bunch of these from my daughter where she works, and it comes like this. So there's this cut here. You fold it, right? And then you pull it apart, see? And then there's your two covers. Then you just need a spine, and that depends on, and if you want, you could just go either take something like this and cut it and make a spine, or go back to these that already have that piece right here, right? And then you would just add it as your spine. Don't worry, I'll show you how to do that too. It's a learning thing. I have heavy. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to do an art journal, you really want something big. So this would be a good size, or at least a pattern for an art journal. The art journal I made, my first one, was really big. It was 11 by 14, and it sat like this. So it opened to the side, so it gave you all this room to do art in. Okay, I showed you one way. That was using cereal boxes or whatnot. You can use boxes as well. You can just use cardboard. But here I'm going to show you some other ways. So this size right here is perfect for art journaling. This is 8.5 by 11. You can go a little bigger if you want. Now, so you can pull this apart. Just pull this book apart. You're like, you might cringe. I usually go to the thrift store, pick them up because there's tons of them. You're going to pull this apart. I will show you how to do that at a later date when we get sitting down. But you're really literally just going to pull it. See this little seam right here? You're going to cut right straight down there. And then you're going to cut on this side right there. And then then you're going to pull this out. See how it's loose in there? You're just going to pull the spine out. Some spines are not worth saving. So in this case, I would not use this spine because I want to put bigger signatures in that are going to be able to hold the weight of stuff. So that's one way. If you're doing a writing journal, you might want to go smaller with the book. Again, you could do it that way. Again, how I showed you, pull it apart. Or my favorite, which I'm going to show you in just a second, is take a book. Now this one, because I'm using pictures and poems out of it, is being used as it is one of my testing journals. So what you do is you're going to save a page. So like this is the front page here. Here's the front page. See, I made a pocket. I've got some pockets here. Then you're going to go to the next page. Okay. And it's up to you how you do it. I didn't do it here. I made another page. And then you're going to pull some out. So you're going to go along till you find a place that you want, how many of them you want. And then see here, you just pull out. And they're back here, the pages. Then you can use the pages also in the book. So this one is my play around. Whenever I want to save something in particular, I have another one for that where I practice with pockets and stuff. And this is the one. I look for books that I want the pages out of. I like this one here. See, has really pretty pictures. So I would use those. All right. The thing about this is you really have to think about how big your signatures are. So this can be harder for a lot of people. It's hard for me because I like to put a lot of stuff in a journal. So usually what I do is 2 or 3 pages and the 7 to 10 pages. There are other people who do less when they pull out, and there's other people who pull out more. You have to be careful how many you pull out because it's hard on the spine. So yeah, so there's that. Then this is a play around, and then I suggest you practice them because that's always good. Then I made an art one because we talked about that. This can actually be pulled out of my art one. Okay, I went and bought me an art book. Now this book's falling apart. It was falling apart when I bought it, so it's not a thing. I'll probably eventually take this cover off. And then I just paint in the pictures. And it has art pictures in it too. But I just paint and draw in the pictures. And I use the pictures sometimes. You know, like this one's kind of cool. Let's see. This is all saints and angels from Germany. Here's one I made. See? I made that one specifically with an idea. And again, this is just for me to go in and practice and color on stuff. So this one would be an art. And this one here technically would be, could be an art journal like this if you want. This is pockets here. Or it could be a writing journal. I haven't put any writing stuff in it yet. But that's the idea here. And also just to practice around making pockets and stuff. That's all this is. Just they're mine and I play around with them. I'm going to make some actual junk journals for myself, which I'll share with you on that. Okay. So here's some more creative ways. Now I didn't come up with this. There's a lady I told you before, I got to figure out who she is, and then I will let you know. I'll tag her in the thing. She uses purses to make journals with. So this is your cover. You would probably, what I would assume how she does it is she puts cardboard right here on this side. Maybe you could slit it here and put it in because you want that little part right there, I'm thinking, because you want it to close. And then there'd be this, and then they could carry it around. I just thought it was a really cool idea, and I will give credit to her. I just gotta find her because I'm pretty sure I'm watching her. I want to say it's the lady that's working on the wedding journal, but that might not be true. So anyway, I will make sure I tag her in that as soon as I figure out who she is. But I think that's a really cool idea. I'm thinking that I want to make this one. Maybe I want to make one for the young girl. Maybe not. Maybe it'll just be something I play around later. But that's a really creative idea. Here's another idea. So these are Pokemon boxes. If you're not a collector of Pokemon or whatever, you wouldn't know that. But there's all kinds of boxes. These boxes are sold everywhere for different things. And how they open is always tricky to me because there's a magnet on it, right? But I'm pretty sure that you could use these kind of like a lap book. And the idea is you would put your signatures here, and when you closed it, they'd go in here. And then you could do something on this side, you could do something on this side. You could also, if you wanted to, just remove this box here, or maybe cut it. I haven't tried it yet. I keep it for storage, because I think it's just a cool box. You could cut it right here, so that when it closed, the signatures would lay in there, but be easy access to pull them out, because I'm pretty sure, or maybe the better way to do it, and this is just me thinking, is to cut like right along here, so that when they pull out, they just pull out real easy. I don't know, but it's kind of a cool idea. So, I mean, just something to think about. There's that one. Okay. And then we're not getting to the bottom. I'm just showing you some stuff. That's pieces of paper there. I don't need those papers. Okay, then bags. So originally, when I made paper bags, things, you want to use this side as you want to slit this. One way you can do it. You slit this this opens up. And then where it opens up is where you're going to put your spine. Okay? Or you use this part as your spine for your signatures, right? And then it closes this way. Or, we're going to get there, you get another paper bag or a bag, like one of these, and you can hole punch them or sew them along here and then fold them, and there's signatures and pockets. You put pockets here, signatures here. Same thing with this. You could literally use this as your cover. You could make it out of cardboard, cut this up, because this is beautiful paper, right? Cut it right like here maybe, and then you would have pockets and use this to cover your cardboard. So like say this, it's another paper bag, but say it was cardboard right there, then you could use that to cover the cardboard. It's all based on your imagination. What can you do to make a cover? Okay, so here is cardboard, also about same size. You can make that into a cover. We're getting to the end. I mean, there's whole lots of other things I could show you how to make covers, but I'm only showing you the ones I tend to use and then showing you how you would think about it. Okay, so remember how I showed you the dollies I had? Walmart and now Target here in the United States sells prepackaged, pre-cut paper. Usually it's the same colors. You kind of have to shop around and look for it. It's not really strong, but they do have every once in a while it's thicker, like cardboard style. So I'm just saying, I could glue this on here, trace it, and then it's going to give me a cover to put my dollies in. And now I have a cover for my journal. If I wanted to make a journal just out of this, which I'm going to make some just out of this. They'll be tiny, but just out of this. So I'm saying this because you can literally make anything into a cover. So, example. This is a template for an envelope. I know you can't see it right now, but literally this goes here, this goes here. That covers over, that covers over. And then you have a envelope. What good is that, you say? Well, envelopes can also be covers for a journal. Yeah, it's not very sturdy, but whatever. So you would use one side, like if this is the side, which it is, see? This side here, you don't glue them together. This side here, you're going to use it this way, and then you make another one, put it that way, and you can hole punch them. You do whatever you want to attach them. You can sew them, and now you have a cover. Because all you have to remember when making covers, like this, is to have a spine. Flimsy paper, you're going to want to add something to support, like we talked about that. One of the things I tend to do, if I'm using scraps and I'm playing around, I got this at the thrift store. It's cardstock. I would take this cardstock out. I'd put this envelope, probably like that, and that's going to give me a stronger base. And then I can color it as I want. Here is my spine. If you're wondering how we put that together, again, you would take your spine. You're going to put your spine here. You're going to put your whatever on this side. Okay? You can attach it with tape and then crease the tape so it closes, right? And then that's your one side. You do the same thing on this side, and then you'll crease it, and then you have an envelope. Then you have a cover, the start of a cover. You can use these for covers because you're going to, again, there's your spine, right? Maybe go this way over. Maybe not. Maybe just leave it like that. Glue it on there, right? And then trim it. However you see fit to use it, that's fine. Here is accordion file. Here is paper file. Right? Here is another paper file. Again, you're going to use it like that. and set it up. Now, what I usually do is, and other people, is they put a fabric coating on the back. Here is foam, sticky foam. I also have the non-sticky foam. Same thing again. Measure it out. Right, like that. Measure it out. Cut the edges. Can even use this part as your spine. It's not really a big spine for me. I'd probably go out this way. All right, cut this. Here's my spine. Then I'm going to add paper, fabric, whatever I want to cover my cover. Cover my cover. So, I mean, there is no end to how you would make a cover. It depends on how easy or hard you want to do it. There's lots and lots of videos out there about bookbinding, lots of ways to set it up. I just saw a lady showed me how you use this stuff to put it on your spine. See, to make the dots where you sew your signature in. I have done glue signatures. I have sewed signatures in. I have done rubber band signatures. There's all kinds of ways to attach your signatures. We're going to work on starting. I'm going to make a cover. I hadn't decided what size cover I wanted yet for the young girl, but it is going to be a bigger size because I want to put drawing paper in there. Now, I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to do covers. And then we're going to talk about signatures. We're going to talk about how to make signatures. We're going to talk about, I can never say the word, ephemeron. Anybody knows how to say it, tell me. That's all the shit you put in the journal. Your journal cards, your pictures, all that stuff. It's EPHARARAMA. I don't know. I can't. I'm going to get stuck there and then it's never going to go. All right. So for the 2 journals that I'm going to make, I may make a third one. Haven't decided. I could change my mind, but I'm going to use this box. I like the spine on it. So we're going to use that box. We may put it in the purse, like I said. And then I'm going to use this one here. So both of the journals I'm making for the young lady will be art journals. I want to talk about bindings really quick. So you can use lace. So instead of sewing it to it, you could use the lace, punch holes through here, and then that's how you attach. So I know I get a little weird here. All right, so I'm going to show you. Let's pretend this is my cover. I'm going to punch a hole. I'm going to measure out the holes I want to cut. Then I'm going to get another one. Right? So I'm going to have another one. So I'm going to have 2. Right? Punch the holes on that side. Then I'm going to have my spine. Here's my spine. This is crooked, but here's my spine. Punch the holes here. Then I'm going to take my lace. And I'm gonna lace it through. I would probably, because I like how it looks, I would make a crisscross between, like this. Okay, so like this. I would start up here and do a corset kind of crisscross all the way down, tie it off, and put some charms on the end for one side. Then do it on the other side. Just because it looks kind of cool. And it'd be fun to do it. But that's not what I'm going to do with this one. At least I don't think I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm doing yet, really. I am going to use this. So, we talked about this book is almost falling apart. So really, it'd be really easy to just, you pull this, voila. There's my cover. I'm going to do the other side. There's my cover. I'm going to trim these up. Probably like right here. I might get a cutting board out and trim it out even better. I'm going to trim these out. I'm going to get my spine. That's my spine. And that's how my book's going to look. That's the start of that one. This one, I'm thinking I'm going to cut these out. Take this piece here. I don't know, because it's not really big, and for drawing and coloring, the bigger is better. So, you look at that, right? I don't know. I just think it's cute because you could put your pencils and stuff in here, your crayons. Same thing over here. She could put erasers and stuff, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to use it. I just have to think about it. Anyway, so that's it for covers. Any questions you have, anything you'd like me to go back over, anything you want to do, be sure to ask me, and I will address it. I may not make a video of it, but we'll address it. We're not starting to build the covers yet. Probably next week, I'm hoping, because I need this whole area here cleared off. This area has to be cleared off. I've gone through everything. I just have to clear it off. Those books are not going to be journal books. Those are my comic books, and they're going in my room. I just haven't got them there. This is my Cricut stuff. It has to go in my room. So this all has to be picked up and moved around. I got to get through this box right here. So that's what I'm going to do next week. But like I said, my partner is in the hospital now. They did keep him, and so things are just a little stressy for me. But hopefully that's what I'm going to do. Be sure to check my YouTube channels, which Shard Vixen's Den, can't even talk. Shard Vixen's Den is my gaming and vlogging area. I don't really vlog much anymore. This is TikTok's where I do it. And then Wild Rhyme Time Studios, all the I's are Y's, just to be fun, is my crafting one, where I take all these videos and push them together for one big video. Also, all my flip-throughs are there as well. All right, I'm out of here. Peace. We'll be back next Saturday. We're going to talk about signatures, the other big part of journals. Peace.